Hello. The orange and the starfish are back because tonight was dress rehearsal for The Little Mermaid, Redux. Having another crack at it. The last time I did it with a different group, there were certain things that just weren't gelling, like Chef Louis' song and Under the Sea. It just wasn't good enough, and I didn't know any better. So this time, I've had another look at a few things and just tweaked really, and I've been changing it every single time I rehearse the songs. Something different happens, so that's good. So yeah, dress rehearsal tonight, which started as the night then proceeded to go on, because I have, look at this, kind of bleeding into each other now. The pearls are getting old. I had some new makeup, and one of the little palettes was like 4 different colours. I think it was red, silver, blue, and yellow. So I thought, it's like glittery. So I thought it was glittery eyeshadow. Turns out it's just glitter. And I did not know this. So I dabbed my brush on it and went like this, and it just went all over. And then I couldn't get it off. No amount of wipes, no amount of cream, no amount of soap would get the glitter off my face. So I basically had to scrub at it. I mean, you still see bits all over my cheeks. So I had to scrub at it, which was not conducive to then reapplying makeup. But I had to go. I think I did my eyebrows slightly too dark because I'm rocking the Leonard Brezhnev look. So yeah, that was a bit of a disaster. And then I left the house late. So then I panicked about getting there. I mean, I got there in plenty of time. I had about half an hour and they started late anyway. But yeah, I just need to be a little bit more on the ball on Thursday. Saturday, no problem, because it's a matinee. It doesn't start till 2. So I've got all morning to apply and reapply the slap. So yeah, okay, got there. Bunged my car in a place where I am sure I'm going to get a ticket. And it was like, there's all these like one ways. I couldn't find the way. Of course I couldn't. This is me we're talking about. And of course I wouldn't put the map on. So I got there eventually and got in. I had the key to the code to the door for once. So got in, and it's one of these theatres where there's like stairs up and stairs down, and could not find my way. Found the toilet, no problem. But then sort of walked round and under and up and about 4 times before I found the right side of the stage. As it turns on, I am on the right as the audience is looking at it. I'm usually on the left, but stage left, I don't care. So anyway, got there. And they started late, so I just had to sit down, just chilled out a little bit. Now, because of the panic, the glitter gate that happened earlier, I forgot to have anything to eat. And I hadn't drunk anything, so I was like so dry. So I had an emergency lozenge. And then we started, and one of the stage crew said, oh, we haven't set your light, by the way. Oh, shocker. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, get on there. I'm stood this far away from this massive speaker. It would make a drill rapper put their fingers in their ears in pain. It is so loud. And all I could hear was the band. So I'm thinking, right, okay, Thursday I might need to stick a bud in that ear just to lessen the chances of the tinnitus screaming at me for the next 10 years. But all I could hear was the band. Couldn't hear what they were saying, even when there was no music playing. I mean, when the music was playing and people were sort of doing talky bits, couldn't hear a word. But even when, the lady who plays Sebastian came and stood, she was right next to me, couldn't hear her. It's like the mics weren't on. So wasn't great. So I go to the sound guy, and they've got a production manager, darling. So went to both of them and said, look, I can't hear anything. And sound guy went, well, you're the least of my problems. All right, fuck it. And then production guy went, well, we've got these like noise cancelling headphones. Do you want to try them on? Yeah, I'm going to do the whole show like this. He said, no, you'll hear everything. Like, yeah, I know, but if I do this and they fall off, well, have you got any of the like old-fashioned earbuds that have the wire and the old-fashioned like phone jack? I'm like, not on me, no. Had I realised that I was expected to do the tech guy's job, I'd have brought every single ancient piece of electronics I have. I've still got my Walkman from 1983, so, and cassettes. Anyway, so what are we going to do? Because if I can't hear what they're saying, I can't sign what I think they should be saying because I know the script, because I need to be signing what they're actually saying. But if I can't hear them, worst case scenario is I just stand there. Or maybe offer an apology, like, I'm sorry, I can't hear anything. So yeah, he said, we're working on it. All right, yeah, okay. It is what it is. What can I do? Second half was better. I could hear more. But there's this bit at the end where Ursula's voice is supposed to boom across the stage. Boom, it did not. So, yeah, it was frustrating. My signing was pretty much there. I'm about 98.8% on the ball. I made one mistake that I shouldn't have, but one mistake in 2 hours, I can live with that, actually. And the costume was like very nice. And yeah, it went really well. I just hope that they get the tech sorted out. But I tell you what, this frigging glitter, I mean, seriously, mate, I had a piece of it on my cornea for the entire show. And every so often, like, a light would come on over there. There'd be this ding, like, stars in your eyes. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be blinded with a scratched cornea because I've got a shard of metal in it because I can't put makeup on right. How I suffer for my art. I mean, seriously. When I'm rich and famous, I'll get somebody to do my makeup for me. Hire a drag queen. Just come over and do all my contouring. So, yeah. At the end, the production guy came over and he said, well, we're still tweaking. Not in an American gang kind of way. But we might have a solution. We might have an earpiece for you on Thursday night. No. I'm not trying any new tech on the night I'm supposed to be performing. I'm not sellotaping something to the back of my head that then falls out and I'm having to fuck about with it while I'm trying to sign a show. No. The difficulty I have is this. And one of the other production people came over and said, we really shouldn't be finding this out the week of the show. Huh? Yeah, if only I had sent you a 2-sided A4 leaflet explaining exactly what I am and what I do, And, you know, if only I'd sent you that 3 months ago. So worst case scenario is this. I can't hear what they're saying. And I can't sign. And then if anyone who's deaf in the audience is not happy, they will come up to me in the foyer afterwards and have a go. And I've just got to stand there and take it. Knowing that it's, you know, my hands are tied. And then that does the group no favours, because if your reputation is sullied by a smattering of suspicion that you only had a signer as a tick box exercise for inclusivity's sake, it's not good luck. It's not good luck. So I don't know what's going to happen. The band are in this pit, and there's sort of like a lid that goes on, kind of like Tupperware. And I said, can't you like close the lid to the band? But of course, the cast need to see the musical director who's standing in the pit, because he will like cue them into the songs. So that's not there's nothing I can do. It's just frustrating because I don't want to spend the entire night going, what'd you say there, Sebastian? What'd you say? The only one I could hear all the way through was Triton, and this guy has got such a big booming voice, doesn't even need a mic. So, yeah, I can hear you. 5 by 5 there, the king of the sea. But yeah. And I tell you what else. It's a double cast. So they've got 2 people playing Ariel, 2 people playing Ursula, 1 guy playing Eric, 1 guy playing Grimsby, 1 guy playing Triton and Chef Louis. But then Flounder is 2 little girls. So because I'm doing 2 performances, I'll get 1 performance with Ursula Mark 1, and then I'll get a performance with Ursula Mark 2. And Ursula Mark 1 plays it like received pronunciation, very posh, very aloof. And Ursula number 2 is more sort of like American, like the Ursula from the show. So I'm having to switch, so code switch, I suppose, for which one I'm doing. And I only saw the second Ariel for the first time tonight. So yeah, it's interesting because I've never done a doubled up cast before. Done it with children, you know, like the Princess Fiona in Shrek. It's 2 different girls. But yeah, this is the first time I've done this where like adult cast is different. And I suspect they did it because maybe at the audition stage, these 2 were as good as each other and they couldn't choose, so they just doubled it up. Yeah, it's nice, but it just makes me have to think a bit harder, according to who's playing whom. So it is 25 to 12. I'm tired. It's going to take a chisel and a shovelful of cold cream to get all of this off. And I suspect I'm going to be finding little flecks of glitter on my bed sheets for the next 20 years. It's going to be like Glinda the Good had a sleepover. So yeah, note to self. All that glitters is really fucking painful when it gets in your eye. So I'm going to go and see the show tomorrow night so I can see who's pointing where and what have you, because I had no clue. And then I'm going to deliver the nighttime show on Thursday, which is not sold out by any means. So at least Thursday night will be kind of like another rehearsal. I mean, I'll do my best, of course I will. You know, this is me we're talking about. I try to be the most professional amateur there is. But then Saturday afternoon is a complete solo show. It's going to be just full of little girls and like little kids who are so excited to see it. So that's going to be the one. And I am so happy that I nailed Under the Sea tonight. Absolutely nailed it. I'm going to have a handful of pretzels and a drink and then get the pneumatic drill on my face. And then, yeah, do it all again on Thursday. I will see you then. Bye.